What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Snyder Cut. I'm your boy, Zack Snyder. Joining me, as always, Zack Snyder. What's up?
I'm Sucker Punch Snyder.
Okay, I'm Reborn Again Snyder Cut.
No, you're the Owl movie.
The Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. And joining me, as always, Joss Whedon.
And cue the crickets.
Who's that guy? Oh my gosh. But ladies and gentlemen, first off, thank you for watching. As well as listening. But we are
what
here.
We look like. Give him a
little twirl. For those at home listening, I'm twirling in my chair.
Look at my beard
Kinda.
that I can't make happen.
Full?
Yeah, it's a scar. That's why I tell people there's no scar.
Wow, how'd you get it? What did they ask?
Attica. It was Attica.
Okay. So, we have a very special episode because we're kicking this thing off with a banger.
Yeah.
With
it is
HBO Max's Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yep.
Stop playing. Release the Snyder Cut. Release it.
Release the beast.
But before we begin, we must kick it off. Tried and true, baby. With the nice, good old-fashioned Cinema Brawl.
Cinema Brawl.
This is where we like to pit up two iconic film characters in a battle of the death. Who will win? Who will lose? Let's find out in today. Andy.
Yeah.
I have a good one.
Oh, you have one? Okay, good.
Maybe this is the one you presented before. Jesse Eisenberg.
Uh-huh.
And Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor.
Uh-huh.
Versus Jeremy Irons' Alfred. Who's winning?
Well, Alfred's gonna be pecking on his computer. Just like, all right, Batman. There you go. I don't know why he's Australian. There you go.
Something like that.
There you go, pop it.
Jeremy Irons has a killer voice.
Yeah, he does. Shit, this is a tough one, man.
Because they're both built like grandma.
All right, I'm gonna tell you how Jesse Eisenberg destroys.
Let's hear it.
He's going to slowly unravel a Jolly Rancher hard candy and slowly slip it into Iron's mouth, and
He'll choke.
Shh, baby, shh. It'll all be over very slowly.
He chokes and that's it. Slow one. What if Lex Luthor killed Superman with a kryptonite Jolly Rancher? And just like green.
Why did they market that? I would have marketed the hell out of that.
I don't know, promoting the villain. I don't know.
First of all, before we get into anything,
I
want to talk about all of the promotions in the film.
That's how you want to kick this thing off?
I
guess this is how the movie got made. So might as well list off the sponsors who helped make
Jolly
this movie.
Rancher, Mercedes, Turkish Airlines.
Oh, Turkish Airlines.
Under Armour, Red Bull. They all jumped in on it.
You got to do it somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't even know where to begin with this movie. I think we can begin with our personal history with this movie.
Yes. Let's give them the background and give them both of our backgrounds behind said film.
Okay. So I wasn't the biggest fan of Man of Steel. Okay. But it was all right. It was pretty good. Batman versus Superman. I thought it was pretty good. It was all right. Seeing it multiple times after, maybe not so much, but I thought it was all right. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. I was intrigued and I want to see more.
You got more.
And then we got this abomination of a 2017 movie, The Justice League, which broke a lot of the tissue that was making these Zack Snyder films, you know?
Yeah. It destroyed Zack Snyder's
vision. Zack Snyder had to step away due to a family tragedy, and Warner Brothers, I don't know, like couldn't give man time to grieve or something, and just had to hit this release date, had to get their project in line, and brought in Joss Whedon to kind of Frankenstein this man's movie.
He definitely Frankenstein the shit out of the movie.
Oh, he did. Oh my gosh.
He came in, he said, "We're gonna make it look like Angel and Buffy just slept with Superman and Batman, and pow."
This after the release of the 2017 movie, there would be a famous social marketing or social media campaign with "Release the Snyder Cut." Release the Snyder Cut, and it picked up so much traction that 4 years later we would actually get this version of a movie that people said didn't even exist.
Exactly. And when everyone heard like there were hours of footage, and Warner Brothers decided on $1.59 to clock it.
Yeah, I think I heard initially before this 4-hour version, like maybe over a year ago, it was said to be like a 3.5-hour version. So I was stoked knowing that there's a whole other feature-length film missing from this movie? Like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. So here we are. First off, we live in a post-Snyder Cut world. Yeah. And it's kind of wild. I lived on a high for like 4 or 5 days. I can't even front. Like, throughout the weekend, I was chilling. So happy, so ecstatic by what I had just seen.
Well, and another thing, too, before we get into this.
Tell us your personal history.
Well, yeah. John tried for damn near a year to get me to watch these movies. I'm not a big blockbuster superhero movie guy. So I kept saying, nah.
And I'm like, yo, but you don't know what you're missing.
But then I heard John and all the other guys kind of like having inside jokes and stuff, and I'm like, well, fuck it. The day I said fuck it, John was just like, oh. So we went back to back with
dang, yeah. We watched Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Edition, which is 3 hours, rated R, edgy to the max, but
edgy, dude.
Should have been called the
CGI
Lois Lane
blood.
Edition. The Lois Lane Edition, where she lays around in bed a lot.
With Diane Lane.
They just film their scenes in the same bed because they can't be bothered to like pick it up in a different bedroom. No, but we watched this 3-hour version because I felt like it wouldn't be right if Andy just went into watching the 2017 Justice League.
Trust me, I tried.
Yeah, I didn't think it would have been right if he just jumped right into it, especially because what would make you appreciate the Snyder Cut if you haven't seen the alternate cut? Like, the Snyder Cut is just a regular movie if you haven't seen what it was supposed to be.
It definitely helped. I mean, I got the Jolly Rancher scene out of it. Like,
well, that was Batman vs. Superman, so you were going to get that regardless.
Yeah.
The Justice League, man, the differences of what's in the 2017 version, what made it, or versus like what's in Snyder's version is absolutely, like, to me,
it's night and day.
Night and day. Astonishing how much better I think it is. There's the question of like, is it a good movie or is it better than the original? No, Andy, what do you think?
Here's the thing. The film's kryptonite. See what I did? The film's kryptonite to begin with was the writing. So obviously, Snyder's Cut, it has to follow the lame storyline that it kind of had. Mm-hmm. So that's no fault against him. He just had to like go along with that. It still wasn't a great like story per se, but what he did with the team, like the heroes, how he got them together, how he could fix it and put it in a feature-length film was astonishing. And he got his look back, he got his color back, he got, he added.
Got my swagger back.
Yeah, he got so many more characters that he was able to throw in, but the only downfall is he had to follow that storyline. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I kind of got over it. I was like, I kind of saw. I was like, okay, this is the only route he can take. So.
And it's like we're like halfway into the route, and we're not even gonna get to see where the destination.
Exactly. So, I don't fault him for that. But man, he did such a good job, and the first 3 Snyder films I'm all about still.
Which is Dawn of the Dead, 300s, and
Watchmen. I'm all about them.
Absolutely.
I mean, Dawn of the Dead's still my favorite from him, but
it's really funny. I think he's got what's his name, Phil Dunphy.
Phil Dunphy is
hilarious. So funny. What's that guy's real name?
Ty Burrell.
Burrell, whatever. Well, yes, you're right. One of the two. Yes, he's funny as hell, man.
Yeah, he's so funny.
I'm glad he got his come up in Modern Family because he's still always that guy from Dawn of the Dead for me. For real, right?
Not the goober dad.
Nah, he's always just like the jackass from Dawn of the Dead. I think I saw Dawn of the Dead in theaters like 3 times. What was like?
Oh, I was obsessed with it.
Yeah, me too, man.
Remember when they released the first 5 minutes on?
Yeah, on TV.
On TV.
Yeah, it was like so in.
Oh yeah, the promotion for that. You were like, because that first 5 minutes, it's just like, holy fuck! It's like
I was like, bro, I'm in, and I was a fan of the Night of the Living Dead movies and stuff, Dawn of the Dead movies. So when I saw that, I was like, this is so different. I'm down.
And he did well.
Yeah, man. Zack Snyder's been killing it from the beginning. I mean, he definitely has his look.
Given him shit though.
Yeah, they
What
have.
Do you think?
I think they see him as like style over substance, almost like a Michael Bay. But I think he tries harder than Michael Bay.
Yeah, no, Michael Bay is more just stunts. He's a stunt coordinator.
They do it well. They both, if they're both making action movies, I think both Michael Bay and Zack Snyder do a hell of a job at like making action sequences.
Exactly. No, they do. Like Michael Bay's films have zero story, but
I think.
But you got to think too. Snyder does a lot of adaptations. He's never done really anything original other than his Baby, which apparently was horrible.
Which one was that one? The
Sucker
Owl?
Punch.
Oh, Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Was that it?
I thought Sucker Punch seems like a graphic novel. Like, is it not?
I don't know. Let us know. we didn't catch that one.
Dang, I thought it was like based off something, and you're right. Like, he hasn't done his own thing. I always find that so interesting. Like Matt Reeves.
What about this new zombie movie? Is it? I'm sure it's an adaptation.
It seems like it is, but it also seems like it could be his own thing.
I mean, I want to see that from him.
For sure. Yeah, instead of having to like amount to something like
well,
deliver on a Superman
Watchmen
movie.
was cool, but he literally went page by page with it.
But it except for like then there's a hard deviation, which is what made that movie so divisive for the fans. Yeah, like they were like, what is this? What is that? Why is Dr. Manhattan doing this? And
I enjoyed it because I also enjoyed that graphic novel, but I enjoyed like his take.
Yeah, man.
Coolest opening credits.
Yeah, he has a great vision, I think. Like the HBO Max released a like behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 5 minutes long, which is not enough. Give me like 4 hours of that behind the scenes of this movie.
Now I want to pick this guy's brain.
Yeah, and in this 5 minutes that they show though, this dude looks like he's directing the actors, but he's got Aquaman's like trident in his hand, and he's like going through the moves, and he's like expressing himself. Clearly he
I was about to say Aquaman's shaft, but that wouldn't have
I didn't know what to call it. His fork. I didn't know what to call it. But yeah, Zack Snyder seems like he knows what he wants to get out of an action scene. Maybe not out of 2 people talking in a cornfield.
No, not so much.
Maybe not these 2 people talking in a cornfield, but he definitely knows how to like do some cool ass action.
He did do a better job. I'm so glad that he got rid of Goyer and Nolan.
I thought you were gonna say that he got rid of like 72% of all Flash jokes.
No, that too. But I like Chris Terrio. Shouts out to Argo. But I'm not a big fan of Nolan or Goyer.
Hey, yo, he said it, not me. Whoa, wait.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wait.
Either Nolan, I'm not a fan of, but and you can. I want to know what Christopher Nolan had to do with it. Like how much. I didn't really see too much Christopher Nolan-esque in it. You know, as an executive producer, you would think he would have, you know, blow up a plane or something. Or
That's where Turkish Airlines came in.
Nolan just got all the sponsors.
He's like, Red Bull. He looked at the sponsor sheet. It's like, boost it.
And go back to our Tenet episode to know what that means.
He's like, boost it. Not enough.
Like, sir, no one's going to be able to hear anything. He, like, listens to the score. He's like, it's all right, but you know what you need to do.
He's like trying to listen. It's on full blast. He's like, I don't hear anything.
Hit the boost it button.
No. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. This has nothing to do with him.
But Snyder said, no, we're not going to do that. We're gonna. And Junkie XL, man, shouts out to
Snyder. They brought, with the like Snyder's verse or Snyderverse, Snyder's vision, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's not just like a visual thing. It was the audio, and I'm so glad to have that music back and the Batman theme, the Wonder Woman theme. The Wonder Woman theme is like even upgraded now. It's like this like Amazonian chant. Well, no, now they have the other one where it's like the Arrested Development, like funny chanting in the background. Yeah, like every time she showed up, I loved it. Like even the scenes. All right, for me, Andy, I have watched Whedon's version way too many times. Yeah, it's not good.
It's disappointing.
That I've watched it so many times?
Yeah.
I know, there's way better movies to be watching. But here's the thing. At first I liked it
many times, but you still haven't seen
like
Wolf
half
Wall
of
Street, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Come on, man.
Cuz like, I don't know. First off, this movie has like some of my favorite characters in it, so
and you can't
it's got me.
It being long. It wasn't long, but
well, no. Now that I've watched a 4-hour movie, I'm like,
every movie
3 hours, nothing.
Every try to movie I pitch to John, he just looks at the runtimes like, yeah.
I mean, that's even on my own accord. Like, there's a lot of movies I want to see, but I'm like, damn, why has it got to be 2 hours and 45 minutes though? Like, I'm not ready for that right now. But then I just sat down and watched this whole movie. Like,
I think it started with The Irishman, which you still have yet to see. But
Irishman, I mean, what's hard pivot? A movie I've been wanting to see for a long time and just haven't seen. I don't even know if it's good. Don't even care. Under the Silver Lake. Okay.
Oh, that's a long one.
Exactly. That's why I haven't seen it. Point proven.
It's not that great.
Shh. You don't like Nolan though, but we differ.
Okay.
But I'll keep you in mind though when I'm watching it, and I'm like, I like it though.
Well, then go watch Christopher Nolan's hour and 30-minute war film that made zero sense.
I want to see it. I haven't got around.
Or his 3-hour space film that's a knockoff of 2001. But that's all I have to say about Nolan.
Is it more of a knockoff than that movie, or which is more of a knockoff of 2001? Is it Interstellar or Moon?
They both are.
Okay. At least we could say they both are, because Moon, I felt like I was straight up just watching it. Even had like the twist and everything.
Talk to Hal and yeah.
I was like, what the heck? How are you gonna make this movie and not expect me to think that you're making 2001?
With Interstellar, it was okay. I've seen all the space docking that I need to see from 2001. I could go the rest of my life without seeing a space docking. Kubrick nailed it. And then in Interstellar, there's like 20.
Oh my gosh. Hey, this is for all the space docking enthusiasts, man. We're going to Space Dockacon. Space Dockacon, California.
It's in Cheyenne.
It's in space.
It's in Area 51.
Anyways, it's really back.
Yeah,
really back. So I've seen this movie way too many times, okay? Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, I liked it. And like I said, with each watch...
Tell them what you called yourself.
a Justice League apologist. I was like, dude, you guys got it all wrong, man. Green Lantern's in it. Did you see that Green Lantern? You saw that ring? It's kind of smart. It's kind of smart. It's doing well. I kind of like what they did with Batman. He was a little funny, right? Right? Okay. But the more and more I watched it, the more and more I was more upset at it. Like, just seeing... Go ahead.
You absolutely hate it when you watched it with me.
By that time, I was mad. Like,
Okay.
and I'm watching it in a different space because I think the last time I saw it, there was no Snyder cut coming. This is it, baby. This is all we got. Like, this is all that's supposed to hold me over until they do something with this. Oh my gosh.
They were on hiatus for a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
You had to be.
So watching this version, not only was it really fresh in my mind because I just seen it with you, but I've I spent too many hours on YouTube analyzing this movie, man, going through scenes and like, what are they thinking? Why did they do this? Why is Aquaman in a green screen? Why does Batman keep morphing to like having a different hair and looking sober and drunk and sober and drunk?
Why is Lois Lane wearing a wig?
Why is Amy Adams wearing a wig? Isn't that her normal hair anyway? Like, what'd she do to her hair that she had to get a wig on? Why is Ezra Miller talking about brunch? Bro.
And choke slamming.
Choke slamming fans off cam. On his spare time? Why? You know?
And why is Joss Whedon pissing off Parker?
Who?
Ray Parker.
Oh, Fisher?
Oh, Ray Fisher.
Peter Parker. Why is Peter Parker pissing off Batman? I don't know what's going on in this movie, man. Yeah, I know. So much shit.
Like, dude, a lot of it comes down, and I fully blame 50-50 Joss Whedon and Warner Brothers.
For sure.
Like, those are the ones to blame. I
would say, like, 33.33% them, 33% Whedon, 33.33% the fans. Because I think the fans were mad.
They destroyed the shit out of that film.
Well, they destroyed the shit out of BVS and Man of Steel and
they went in
Suicide Squad. So I think this was like a big reaction to all that. That's a little bit.
Yeah, and Warner Brothers, they wanted to obviously do what Marvel does and shit out like 3 movies a year, but that's not happening.
Yeah, and I mean, however they want to do it, I think they shouldn't be so reactionary, because then we get Suicide Squad, then we get 2017 Justice League. Gross. And now look at what we could have gotten. And
yet we get a dull Wonder Woman 1984, which makes 0 sense.
Makes no sense. Please don't get me started on 1984. Please, that's like a whole nother podcast, bro. I swear, it makes no sense to me. It even seeing this version makes me more upset about 1984 because I don't understand its placement in the world of the movies. Nobody remembers, I guess, when a cheetah woman was.
And how does Wonder Woman already have 2 films, yet Batman doesn't even have one by himself? Isn't that weird?
Well, we probably would have gotten it, dude.
I know.
This Matt Reeves was supposed to be Ben Affleck. Like,
but hey,
it's just so messy.
It's got my boy Rob Pat, baby.
I need a break, man. And you know what? I'm sure you need a break too. So we're gonna send it over to our sponsors.
Let me cool down a bit.
We're gonna send it over to our sponsors. We'll be back. So what I was saying is that I've seen this Whedon version so many times that while watching this version, it's so fresh on my mind that every scene I'm analyzing. Every scene in the Snyder Cut I'm looking at and seeing how they changed it, what was there originally. I'm shocked to see that some scenes that were in this Whedon version were actually some Snyder stuff that he had shot. Because some of them I would have been for sure that like, oh, that scene was most definitely a Whedon thing, but it wasn't.
Hey, everyone's got a little slip up. At least we didn't get the B story of the family, like the Russian family.
Oh my gosh, the B story of the Russian family, or Batman building an alarm cars for his cars, like an alarm system for his car. Like, what? Oh my gosh. No, even the scenes and the slight changes of dialogue, and even if the movie is essentially the same movie, a lot of the things that they changed, even big or small, man, are so greatly, for me at least, greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. I agree. It was, like we said before, it was night and day, and, you know, we even got a little taste of Jared Leto.
Dude, Jared Leto, that's right. How can I even forget? There's so much to talk about. Like, there's so much to go on. Like, I don't even know if we're getting to any of it because there's so much to go on with. But, dude,
we got a Jared Leto flashback.
Flash forward, and it was also Jared Leto redemption for his portrayal of the Joker in Suicide Squad. Man,
was the scene forced? Yes, a little, but
a little,
maybe a lot, but I appreciated it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Give me it. I'll take it.
He redeemed himself. He was still kind of goobery, but he redeemed himself.
He was a little goobery, but
yeah, and John and I made a bet. I think I won that one, right?
I think so.
I said,
we didn't do the math, but yeah.
I think I said, how's the Joker going to be introduced? I believe John said he's going to be in Arkham with Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
I said, no, you're going to hear off screen. And
I think we had a bet on like how was the scene going to begin? Was the scene going to begin or end with Joker laughing?
I think it did both.
It probably did both, but it definitely started with like at least he didn't do this with the tattoo.
Oh,
the smart. What a laugh.
Dude, he sounded like Donald Trump sometimes.
It's like, you could never kill me, Bats. You tried. Trust me, you tried. Believe me. Believe me, you tried. But no one can beat me.
I did dig his suit though. I like all the sheriff badges.
Yeah, apparently a little callback to Suicide Squad, since the last time we see him in that movie, he's wearing a sheriff's outfit, like a SWAT outfit. I guess that's
and then grew his hair up.
And I also think we'll never see how any of that comes to.
No.
How do you feel about that?
Are we gonna get a David Ayer cut?
I don't think so, man. If there was no other Suicide Squad plan.
No, yeah, exactly.
But just being so close, like, what would be the point, man?
And if there was,
everyone's losing on that one. Yeah, everyone's losing on that one. Like, you would kill James Gunn's, and you would also like mess with David Ayers, because like if it is better, then what? It's just no one wins there.
Yeah, no Ayer cut. I agree. I at least hope. Look, everyone signed up for Harley Quinn. She got her spinoff. So on and so forth. She gets to be in the new James Gunn one as well. So clearly that's what the market was.
Yeah, I'm glad Joel Kinnaman's getting a second crack.
Yeah.
'Cause that's my boy.
Well, he was the only like normal one in the film.
I like Jai Courtney. Shoot me.
Really?
Shoot me. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was like one of the better parts of the movie.
What about Adam Beach?
What'd you just call me? Who's Adam?
Slipknot.
Oh.
They did him so dirty.
This whole DCEU is a mess. But simultaneously, I hear they just got Helen Mirren is going to be the villain in Shazam 2.
Yeah.
So they're going through with all these movies, but new Batman, new Superman.
That's good, but that's the forgotten film in the universe.
Yes.
But look, Shazam is getting a sequel, and Batman still isn't.
But Shazam hasn't actually had a connection. That hasn't made connection to yet. But I'm sure once it makes a connection, it'll be like in the grander things, pretty dope.
Yeah.
But
the fact that he's getting a sequel before a single Batman film.
Yeah, I know, and a spin-off with Black Adam.
Yeah.
We're done.
Like characters that haven't even been introduced yet that are just popping in. And you know, James Gunn's gonna throw like every weirdo and its brother at us in Suicide Squad.
Listen, I'm reading a little trivia courtesy IMDb. I didn't get through all of it, so pardon me if this leads to nothing. but it's on here. It says 292 people of 304 found this interesting. So, let's see. This is not the first time Warner Brothers has released a director's cut under public pressure. Ooh. In 1980, a similar issue surrounded after the release of Superman 2. Critics believed the film was lacking the superior tone of its predecessor. Original director Richard Donner, which I'm sure you knew this kind of some of this stuff, Andy, was fired by the producers and was replaced by Richard Lester. Lester altered the film's pacing heavily and made it lighter in tone compared to the first film. Decades later, in 2004, Lois Lane actress Margot Kidder said in an interview that the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 exists. Released the Donner cut! Following this, a fan petition started which caught the attention of Michael Tao, a film editor. He contacted Warner Brothers and proved the existence of Donner's cut. After Warner Brothers greenlit the release, Tao teamed up with Stuart Baird to reassemble the footage Donner shot during his involvement. Tao and Baird took some advice from Donner himself, and this marked the return of the original Superman, composer John Williams, by way of archived recordings. Dang, pretty cool. The final cut, which ran for 116 minutes, the theatrical version ran for 127, weird, was released as Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut.
Oh, wow. And then they dropped the ball and completely fucked up with Superman 4.
Right. It's weird that the theatrical cut was 11 minutes longer.
That happens. They'll just throw, it's just like, they'll throw in like, well, we need a B-roll shot here and here. And
then, yeah.
We like this scene of them talking about nothing, talking about brunch.
Oh my, yeah. We let's get Amy Adams and Diane Lane to talk in the Daily Planet like break room. That'll be a fun, exciting scene. I love
that's Whedon all day right there.
Cinema Sins. They say, shouts out. Cinema Sins would say, nobody will be sitting during the Diane Lane visits. Amy Adams at break during break, you know. He's not wrong. Like that's like the so riveting, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm so glad that I learned Lois Lane was doing fluff pieces. Thanks, Whedon.
Let me ask you this. What do you think this means for the future of movies, Andy? Big question.
Well, it hurts to say.
It does.
Although, they just announced today, Regals coming back.
Yes, sir. I know. Soon, too. Like in
April 2nd.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. Oh, snap.
So
I'll be there in a bubble suit, hazmat suit, triple wrap.
I actually went to the theater the other day and saw Silence of the Lambs. It was nice. Yeah.
Wow.
But
R.I.P. Jonathan Demme.
I know. I do think eventually cinemas will collapse. I hate to say it.
Andy's the Nostradamus of the film world. Mark your calendars, folks.
10 years tops.
Okay.
They're going to be nostalgia pieces. You're going to see, like, pop-up cinemas.
You think, what about our house theaters? Think they still stay around?
No,
since they serve a need?
No, they're out in the first 5 years.
We're done.
They're struggling. I mean, if AMC and Regal were struggling, these mom and pop theaters are donezo.
Dang, I hope not, because I hope they provide something that you just can't see.
Well,
I don't know.
They've tried, man, but I'm telling you, it's going to be pop-up things. It's going to be, special event that we're turning this into a theater tonight.
And it's going to be like for nostalgia, because everyone's like, bro, I can just watch this at home.
Yeah, come watch Back to the Future 2. It's like,
come watch Joss Whedon's Justice League, and everyone's like, what's that? Because in the future, it's going to be forgotten for sure.
9 remakes. But I don't know. It's sad, and
yeah, because traditionally no one's gonna sit. I think how I understand this is if a movie's 4 hours long, it fills up X amount. They can only have X amount of viewings, showings and screenings per day, which means they don't make as much money as like a movie they can show 5 times more.
Yeah.
So that, and I think the stigma that audiences won't sit around for 4 hours. I think people would have sat for this for 4 hours if it were in theaters.
But people also like the option of taking an intermission.
I think this movie would have had an intermission.
Absolutely.
Much needed.
I think anything after like 3.5 hours, you need an intermission.
For sure. So, I do think though that this does change things in a more interesting route, because now you're not making movies with that stigma of, or with the logistics of not being able to show so many screenings per day. Now I can just make a 6-hour movie, put it on Netflix, and you'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know where the world is going. I don't want to be a pessimistic, but it does seem like it's going that route. And I'm not going to blame HBO Max. Thank you, HBO Max, for these films, but
right,
they're pioneering the end of cinema.
Yeah, they're doing something that's about to change things forever.
Sorry, yeah, but hey, that's the industry though. Look, I was upset when film was out. I was like against digital for a while. And I mean, now it mimics it.
Right.
Like,
and now you got movies like Mank, who are shooting at 8K but trying to look like film from 1930s, 40s,
exactly.
50s.
You get your occasional film like The Lighthouse, which they shot on, and
fire.
Scorsese, Tarantino, those guys still shoot on film, but it all really changed when Roger Deakins accepted digital.
Yeah, he's like super into it.
Yeah, he's really into it.
He's like, I like it. It's flexible.
And it matches his other work.
Yeah, it does. I don't think he loses anything.
No. So, it's an adapt or die world.
So, this leads me to my alternate timeline future, in which we're going to play a little game, Andy.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a movie, but this is in a different timeline.
Okay.
Who's making this cut of this movie? It's a classic movie that you might like, movie you're familiar with, but there's a different director. Who is it? Who do you see making the other cut?
I get to pick who.
You get to pick.
Okay.
And maybe explain a little bit why.
Okay.
First, Seven. David Fincher is not directing. Whose cut of Seven are you trying to see?
Denis
Villeneuve? Yeah. Dang! Fire cut! The Denis cut?
Yeah.
Bro, release that right now.
Doesn't that sound sick?
Release it now.
Yeah. I was either going to go Denis or Ridley Scott.
Banger. No, release that Denis cut immediately of Seven. That thing will be fire.
That got you hyped.
Uh-oh. Okay, your camera's back. You're back to back. Yes, dude. It got me immediately hyped. Good answer.
Yeah. Give me one more.
No Country for Old Men.
Who's doing that?
Who's doing this alternate cut? Is it Denis? The Denis Villeneuve cut? Dude, is he the guy?
I would pick him, but I'm going to pick someone else. I'm going to pick... because it was the same era and same time, I'm going to pick PTA.
Okay. I'm going to go with Wes Anderson, the other one. Imagine No Country by Wes Anderson.
I don't want to imagine that. I do not want to imagine that at all.
Just do
no.
It. Yeah. Everything's like...
No. All right,
think
give me
about
one
it.
more. Give me one more.
Let me think. Jurassic Park, the alternate cut. By who? By whom?
Uwe Boll.
Oh, snap. Hey, whatever. The Uwe cut? The Uwe cut? That'll cut for sure.
Honestly, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, man. It'd be
very Christian.
Yeah, super religious, which it kind of almost is. They're talking about playing God. It'll be so much more like.
Yeah, I could see Ridley touching.
Dude, would they tie it in? Would that be like owned by Wayland Yutani, and not what is it? InGen?
Oh, yeah, Honestly, yeah, Ridley Scott.
Dude, I can see it.
Yeah, but
John Carpenter's Jurassic Park. Oh snap, dude!
Lee Daniels is Jurassic.
The Butler.
The Butler.
John Carpenter's The Butler. Just like a slasher film.
But the Denny 7, yo,
dude, give me that Denny cut. That, man, I like it. That concludes whose cut is it anyway, or cut it out, or.
Actually, I got one more for you, but I'm going to do an opposite. I'm going to give you a director. You tell me what film he's remaking.
Okay.
David Lynch.
Shrek. he's getting a second crack at like doing something epic like Dune. But he's working with like odd monsters like freaking Elephant Man or what the heck, man? Eraserhead. David Lynch is remaking Shrek. You know it's weird. Weird vibes.
Rated R?
It don't have to be. Well, it don't have to be. PG.
Oh, PG?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a G movie.
Show some restraint, Lynch. Yeah, man. You want to hit me with another one?
I'll hit you with one more. Tarantino.
Dang. He has a project, apparently, that I am actually interested to see his take on.
What?
Star Trek. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like Wes Anderson doing No Country. It's like, what the heck? What movie is Quentin Tarantino remaking?
Uh-huh.
The Matrix. Huh? That dialogue would be good. That dialogue would be good. It'd be funny. The music would be sick. Stop playing.
He's got like Western music playing in it.
Nah, dude. He's got some like Japanese song from like 1972 and some movie. Yeah, bro. Let's go. That was good. I like that.
Okay.
I like that
too.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be honest, I mentioned I was living on a high with this Snyder stuff. But it's also like I'm conflicted. I'm in the middle. I'm like warm.
It's a relief. It's a breath of fresh air, but there's still many of questions to be answered.
Many of questions to be answered that I don't think will ever get answered, and that's kind of what I'm saying. That's where I'm at. We're like I'm excited, but I don't know if I'm excited for this future because I don't know if we get it. I was reading stuff with Ann Sarnoff, who's Warner Media's like the president. Mm-hmm. CEO of Warner Media Studio, and I was listening to some of the stuff that she was saying, and it doesn't all sound like doom and gloom. Like maybe instead of them following the Snyderverse, they're just still using these characters, just carving a different path.
Okay.
And if that means I can still get these characters that I like, but I can still see them interact with each other, and
well, here's the thing too.
I may not be that mad.
If Matt Reeves and his Solo that becomes everyone's favorite, it's game over for anything else Batman for a long time.
You know what? But I will not be mad at Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, Batman joining the DCEU and just being a part of it. Like, why do they have to be separated? Why is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker no relation here? Like, why do we have 15 Jokers and 9 Batmans happening at the same time?
Well,
it'd be just so cool to see them.
One. You could have called that movie anything.
Sure, but if Suicide Squad was fire, Joaquin Phoenix would have not have been the Joker just a few years later. That would have been tied in. It had to have been. There was no way that was just going to be a movie, regardless if Jared Leto's Joker was the hottest thing anyone had ever seen.
Yeah. No, but I'm anxious to see where this goes, and it feels good that we actually finally got.
Feels good.
Yeah. So.
Release the Snyder cut.
You know what else feels good? That people can see our beautiful faces now.
It does. It feels good. And I'm glad you guys can be here to join us.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, let us know how we can improve. And
if you don't like my lava lamp back there, which I think is a nice little touch, then tell me to fuck off with it. Look at that. Tell John to fuck off with it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, we'll be gone with it. Look, you don't even know it's there. It's gone already. Yes, let us know. What do you guys thought about the Snyder Cut? Was it terrible? Was it the greatest thing you've ever seen?
Or was it in betwixt?
Was it in betwixt? Are you like me, where you've seen Whedon's version way too many times? Does Martha not bother you that much? Let me know. Are you like Andy? Have you? Oh, now that's a line. It's me, ma. I'm really me, ma. He's like, I'm really me, ma. So, like, I don't know about you, Andy. Oh no, but let us know if you're like Andy. If you're just watching it to get through it, or if you've been examining with a fine-tooth comb.
I actually didn't feel that way during the Snyder Cut.
Nice.
So,
golf clap for Andy.
Golf clap.
Well,
But this was an adventure, and it's something that people were looking forward to, and I hope. I mean, obviously, what I say, it made 1.8 million in the first 5 minutes.
Dude, I wonder how much. Yeah, I wonder when they release these numbers. Release the number cut. And I want to know what. Yeah, I want to know what records this thing has done, because I mean.
It's breaking it, and I think it's goodbye cinemas.
Bittersweet. Yeah, goodbye Snyder. Hello Snyder, but goodbye Snyder.
Yeah, we're definitely goodbye Whedon.
Who?
Did. Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Exactly.
Huh? No, but yes. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
Hope you enjoyed this podcast, our cut of the Snyder Cut. I'm John Salmon.
Yep.
Yeah. My man. Yeah.
I'm Andy Peterson.
And if you want to find more of us, follow us at the Instagram at TheReverseShot, YouTube.com/TheReverseShot, Twitter.com/TheReverseShot. We're there, baby. Stop playing. Let us know what you thought of the Snyder Cut. And with that, we're out. Peace.